Good evening. Hello, it is evening. It's been a while since I've done an evening stream. It feels a little bit strange again. It's dark outside and, it's night time. Right, this isn't what I'm doing. This is what I did. This was last time. So we'll move those out of the way. Now, there has been a poll running all week to see what my next build is going to be. And at the last minute, there were some shenanigans. It's been vastly voted for the Orc truck, but at the last minute we have some shenanigans happening. The Malignants have taken the lead with 54% of all the votes, and only 38% on the Orc Battle Wagon, but that's not the full story. YouTube decided that Fox needed to watch this at 144p. Yeah, he's not great. Right, I can download and indeed look at the list of the people that voted, and we've got a selection of the people that have voted there. And then at the bottom, I get one called test and testing, and then some random votes and things coming from random email addresses at mailinator.com. And strangely enough, they all came in, within a few minutes of each other, and all of the votes for them have been for the Malignants. So yeah, the actual votes, as you can see on there, well, you might not be able to see because it's all white and shiny, but we've got basically none for the Ridge Runner, one for the Orc Mech gun. The Flash Gits had a couple, I think. No, just one for the Flash Gits. The Malignants had two, and then this whole batch of fake ones. And the Orc Battle Wagons had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, lots. The Orc Battle Wagon won. I am discounting all of the rubbish votes that somebody who shall be in chat was, found out as being cheating. So they no longer count. So the official winner of this poll is the Orc Battle Wagon. I think Fox might be responsible for that having so many votes, but if all he did was tell people to vote for it, that's different to actually making up email addresses and commenting on them, Pascal. Yeah, you get found out in the end. It's if you'd have done it throughout the course of the week, then I might not have noticed. But yeah, you found out, so that's it. So the Orc Battle Wagon is the build that I shall be starting this evening. Before I do so, let's have a quick look through the chat there. As ever, Pascal was here. I think Quanoman was there first, but Pascal and Quanoman were obviously the first two, because they're always the first two. Then Lewis came in, and Cynical Steve. Then I did. Then Eric, Gemma, and Pascal Zadster is about. Raging Bassist, Quanoman, Gemma, Quanoman, Raging Bassist, Pascal, Gemma, Pascal, Zadster, Raging Bassist, Pascal. Gaz is around. Anyone else come in that I haven't seen? People that I've already said, people that I've already seen. Shane's about, Shane Youngs, good evening. Chris, he says, Gemma and everyone. Hope all are safe and well. Indeed, hope everybody that's watching is safe. Then Fox comes in with his Power Burke. Shane, Model Making Guru, Zadster, Eric, Raging Bassist, Model Making Guru, Raging Bassist, Lewis. Eric, Pascal, Raging Bassist, Pascal, Raging Bassist, Seagull Steve, and Nickel Pete just in at the end there. Although Lewis has apparently just got to go, he's got to take the kids to bed. Good night, kids, little Williamsons. No, this is not correct, says Fox, about the vote. I don't even know what Malignants are, so no interest in that. They're the floaty, ghosty things that I bought from Warhammer World. The box set to start collecting things. Next time I will do it more gentle. No, next time you won't bother doing it at all, because I'll find out. And I'll know these things. Cheaters get stitches and poorly considered a rhyme, says Fox. Yes. So our work here is done. Time to ride into the sunset, says Fox. I can't believe anyone in here would resort to cheating. I'm shocked and disappointed, says Steve. It's not cheating if you spend 40 minutes creating accounts and the website allows it, says Pascal. Yeah, that was an interesting waste of 40 minutes of your life. I'm sure I will get round to the Malignant, because next time I have to do a vote, the Orc Battle Wagon won't be in it, because it'll already have been done. So, yeah. Now, the Orc Battle Wagon is here. It is another big orc thingy, so it's all going to be rusted and knackered and dented and dusty and things. I'm not going to be stupid and do orange digital camo on it. There will be orange featured because that's a thing. I think the whole thing might be more red than anything else because I've still got a big spray can of Mephiston red to use. So that's my initial thoughts on the kit. The other thing, just opening the box. This was a present from Paul. I can't remember now if it was last Christmas or birthday or something. It was some sort of present. He also got me the Battle Wagon upgrade pack, which, cunningly enough, contains basically an extra sprue of guns and some sort of armory barrel tube thing, but no instructions on anything to do with any of it. So I don't know. I shall obviously be using it, but I've got to figure out how to use it in relation to the actual instructions. The instructions we shall come to. The sprues, let's have a look at those to begin with. The small sheet of decals as well. Right, in the sprues we have some wheels. I can recognise those. Some sort of gun. And some armour panel things. Yep. That's one. That's the big thing on the front. And the bits on the sides of it, probably. And more guns and arms. Orc arms and bodies and things. Main turret type thing. And body panels. And base sides. And tracks for the back. There we go. I've just been handed a note.
Don't read it out.
Don't read it out, it says. Okay. Right, it's a note for my information only. It's not anything important to you lot. Are there any orc handles, says Steve? What, you mean like...
Folk handles.
No, I don't think there are. Right, so let's move the sprues out of the way for now. The orcs build things from scrap they find, so it doesn't actually matter how you add those extra items, it's up to you. Yes, 4 candles, it says there. Right, so the instruction manual is in sideways. It's done in portrait rather than landscape, which is interesting. Yes, it obviously looks like we're starting from the base, building the base up, then putting the wheels and the tracks on. Bits over the sides of the wheels, then building up the side, putting that on, then finally putting the cover on the top, and then all the extra bits are added around the edge, some sort of turret. And guys, this is nothing looks optional at the moment. No decisions to be made or anything like that. There we go. Optional turret positions. We must have the great big turret on top. Yes, well that's where it goes. Yes, so that's... Oh, right, so you can have big turret, or little turret, or big turret at the back, and a grabbery arm thing, or stuff like that. But that's at a later date. We'll worry about how that all goes together. That's the basic. That's the one using most of the bits as far as I can see. It's got turret and big turret, grabber arm, and figuring out how to put the other bits on there somewhere. I'm liking how nothing is numbered. This should be interesting, says Fox. I did notice the lack of much away in the way of instructing in the instructions. Yes. So, right. Yeah, as you say, interesting. None of the sprues have any numbers or anything on them either that I saw. Yeah, it's all just down to shape. You don't even have to read to be able to build this. You just have to get the shapes right. So I shall begin, as we mean to go on, with some wheels, because that's, you know, and some tracks. So I might as well get the first bits ready. I don't know how long the build will take, how long the painting. I've not got any preconceived notions as to length of time anything will be for this build. Basically, just as ever, getting on with it, doing what we do, and it takes as long as it takes. Who'd have thought that the 4 little planes was going to take us till, you know, 3 months? That's not exactly quick. Orcs don't use instructions, they just hammer stuff together till it fits. Yeah. Is the sprue dated? Asks Zadster. It's got this one. If they're dated, would they all be dated, or would just one of them be? This one has a number on it, but it's a long number. It's 99390103. Probably not really a date. This one has a similar number. It's 9939010301. So it's the same, but a 1 instead of a 3. So probably through 1 and 3. I expect there's a 2 and a 4 in the pile there as well. We'll have a look while I'm here. Why not? Since you asked about dates and things, I'll check them all while we're here. That one has a thingy 02. And that one is indeed 993901030004. So yes, no dates, but numbers. Unless the 990 whatever 99 thingy 9 means something. The extra sprue, the add-on thing, is dated. It says 9939010313. So there's a big gap between those, but still similar things. And this is 2009, so 11 years old. We have a squig with a vernier gauge. I don't know. And yeah, so 3 bits of outer tube that will obviously go around this bit to make a big tube. You're a big tube. And we'll figure out what happens where with what. Actually, I'm going to build the tube. I shall start with the extra bit, because I can, because it's my build. I'll do what I like. I think Grassbottle is going to need a new camera mounting point for this, says Fox. I can move my camera back very slightly, but I've got lights above it, and you can't have the lights below it, because then you just see the backs of the lights, and that wouldn't be anybody's help. We'll figure something out. If I need to, I can rearrange things somewhat as the weeks go by. We don't need to worry about it quite yet. I'm not sure, obviously, as I say, how long this build will take. It's not something that I'm going to rush or indeed build off camera. The only thing that I will do off camera, as and when we get to it, is the spray painting of the red. Because I can't do that. I can't drag a camera out into the back garden and do the spray painting. So, yeah, as and when I get to that bit, it will be in primer 1 week and then in red the next. So, that's the bits I need off of that. I'll put that around there so I've got a vague idea what it's for, because I'll forget what it's all about soon. So yes, these 3 will go together basically like that, with those on the ends. So it's some sort of big rolly spiky thing, which, you know, I didn't think things through and organise things to arrange for the building, because I've forgotten. It's been so long since I've done any actual building. I'm back. Did I miss anything, says Lewis? Not really, no. That sounds all fancy like Fox. What the... Hey? What? I don't know. You don't do what you like, Chris. You do what the majority says. When? What? I didn't do what the majority said, because the majority was cheating. If that's what you were talking about. Grot. It's grot, not squeak. Ah, right, okay. That's... See, I knew I'd make a mistake already. Gross Morals is whining already. I'm not really whining. I don't do whining. Oh, he's telling me I do whining. I don't do whining. Oh, I'm not whining. Oh, it's my sprue. I'll glue it how I want to, says Cynical Steve. What one? Technically, the one with the most votes were the Malignants, but that was because Pascal cheated. I'd gone for the actual winner, the Orc Battle Wagon. Big orc truck thing, amazingly, says Asda here. Talking of shapes, says Fox, I'm afraid that I can confirm that shapes taste rather pleasant, although the dog will give you a funny look. I don't know what that is. Is it a dog food? Are you been eating dog food again? What? I don't know. Is that what Fox wanted with his baseball cap? Apparently his baseball cap is not a baseball cap, although it looks a darn sight like a baseball cap to me. This is going to be a long lockdown, says Eric. It already feels like a long lockdown. It's been a week, and it feels longer than that already. I've been out once shopping, and yeah, people are crazy. People, eh? Who'd have them? So yes, indeed, we are in lockdown in the UK. So I'm not at work. I'm just sitting at home, doing occasional home things and playing the computer, and I haven't done very much in the way of modelling, apart from a couple of Lego streams that I did. If you're new to my streams, then by all means like and subscribe and follow along. If you don't, then don't. It's fine, not a problem. I'm here for your entertainment and your watching streaming needs, and hanging out in the chat is basically what it's all about. BBC News are saying it could be months before things start to get back to normal. Yeah, normals are very normal. I wouldn't expect for a long time, but yeah, it's certainly going to be weeks. But I don't think the economy can survive months of this. Don't know I can survive months of this. A month, yeah, not a problem. We'll get by. Say 5-6 weeks, yes, that's not a problem. When it starts getting on to 7 or 8 weeks, that starts to be an issue with work and things and supplies, and yeah. But we will persevere. We will get through and see things. Caravan slipped. Apparently, I don't know what that. Domestic painting chores. Yeah, I've got them on the list of things to do. I just haven't done them yet. Yes, I shall not get shouted out. I don't think Dad's watching, but Dad has a single Dad device for me, but obviously with the postal and everything, it's not worth sending it out to me at the moment, so I haven't got it. So I'm going to go ahead and not use it while I put these together. It's a normal plastic model kit, so extra thin is lovely. That would be a no, says Gemma. Yes, it's no. Not yet. It's not a no. It's just a not yet. I was thinking about doing it this morning. Does that not get any points for thinking? I was thinking about it. Steve says, my sister used to eat those special for dogs chocolate bones, but she's always been way odder than me. Odder than you? Really? My brother used to eat Bonio biscuits. I think he stopped, but I'm not sure. Right, let's get the second one of these around. They don't have any indication of a correct way up or anything like that, so I'm just gonna go with what I feel like. Like I said, Gemma, it's going to be a long lockdown, says Eric. It's the thought that counts, says Lewis. That's the way I was thinking about it. Thinking about it's the first step. Don't want to rush and do everything, all up front first, and then I'll be in trouble for not having done anything next week. So I figure if I don't do it this week, then I've got something to do next week. Alright, that's the 3 of those on that one side. Cool, let's get the top on. Get some glue around there. And get the top on. Just go in there. There it is. It's on there. See, I've already built more than Fox builds on his streams, and it's only been, like 20 minutes. I've been engaging with the chat and doing stuff, and 5 minutes into the stream, Chris is in trouble. I think there's a record. It's 20 minutes in. It's been a long time. Trouble with this now is squeezing it together hurts, because it's all spiky. Why do the orcs have to make everything all spiky and nasty? Ow, 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 ow. Right, there we go. Ow. yeah, that's about it. So there we have started. It's some sort of spiky roller thing that hurts even at this scale. It doesn't. If it would really hurt if it was, at least it isn't chaos. Says Raging Bassist. They're the ones with the thin, spiky spine things, are they? Yeah, these are. I mean, they're sharp, but they're not huge. And yeah, same with the Death Guard. All spikes all the time. Lewis says it reminds me of my wife. She's not in yet. I don't think I haven't seen that in yet. No, I must admit to that. Right, so that's that. Now, if you haven't watched one of these Warhamster streams before, ordinarily, once the streams are done, they go into exclusive for patron series build things. But the first one of each build I leave open to everybody for all time. To give you a taste of what it's like. If you want to see more, obviously you can always watch it live, because the live's always here and available. If you want to watch the rest of the build and you're not watching it live, then unfortunately become a patron. Consider becoming a patron, especially in the lockdown at the moment. Being a patron would help out massively. You can come along. I'll push the button. There's a link there to link to my Patreon page. See, if everybody that voted became a $1 patron, then Pascal would be paying a lot of money. But yeah, so have a look at that. Consider if you'd like to help support me in these dark times. I'm well aware that it's dark times for everybody, so I'm not. Not hopeful, not expecting people to, be spending money on me, especially if you need to spend it on, pasta and toilet rolls. But if you do have a little bit extra, then it would be more than welcome. I have some patrons already. I shall put the links up to my patrons as of the moment. I thank them all very dearly. I say the income I get from that pays for the streaming software and the website and things like that to keep everything going, keep the lights turned on as we were. But so at the moment, where the shop's shut, the normal income is fizzling, shall we say. So very much appreciated if you'd like to have a look. And indeed, if you do become a patron, you can get access to lots of previous footage of me building all the other things. That'll keep you amused in lockdown for weeks. Or at least for minutes. So, yeah. But other than that, so this stream, as are the first of any of the builds, I've left wide open to everybody. So that's there. Ordinarily, there are other ways of supporting the channel and getting stuff. You can get like the gross models and Warhamster t-shirts and things, but they're also a small shop, which is also shut down for the time being. So yeah, don't worry about the merchandise shop at the moment. But yeah, I'm trying to brick my 1000 plus printer. I don't know what. For Ted, it's gin times. Lewis said, I only said it reminds me of Nat like a beautiful rose. What's he building, says Iru. It's an Orc thing. It's an Orc Battle Wagon. That's what it's called. These are the wheels for it. The instructions for these cunningly don't have any numbers or anything on them. So you just got to match up what it says and sort of build it and hope that you get the right bits. So yeah, that's that. If you're watching and are not a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost anything, and the more subscribers I get, the more fun we all have together, basically. I do notice on my statistics from YouTube that the majority of people that view my videos aren't actually subscribers. Now, it sort of worries me that, are you not subscribing deliberately because there's something wrong or different, or, why would you not subscribe if you like the stuff? So come along and join. Click the subscribe button and follow along with all of us. Right, I noticed that these are different. We've got two. Actually, they're all different in different ways. These have got a little spike, a spike with a little knob down the back of it. They're slightly different outsides to other things. Those four look pretty much the same. Oh no, the wheels are different on that one. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Let's try and match them up to see if any go with any better. I reckon those two are there and those two are there because they're different. Holes in that are different to the holes in that. So that's more that way round, maybe. I don't know. As you say, Fox was right. There's no numbers. It's very confusing. So let's continue to denub, and then we'll worry about that. Chris will be voted out of the house a long time ago, says Eric. What? Hey, what? I hinted out there's a spider behind me on my bed, says Gemma. I didn't just say that out loud. You typed it in the chat. I just read that out that chat. I didn't say there's a spider behind you on the bed, because I'll be in trouble for saying that. But if you type it, then you can't blame me for saying it. Well, you can and probably will blame me for saying it, but you shouldn't. Beyond Hope says to me, YouTube tells every channel owner that most of their viewers aren't subscribers. I'm sure there's a conspiracy at work. Tinfoil and plans for hats are ready. Yeah, is that a thing? I just assumed that most views aren't subscribers, because it makes much more sense to me, because I mean, I've got a couple of videos that have tens of thousands of views, and I don't have that many subscribers by a long shot. So I'm assuming, obviously, people are watching without subscribing. But when it tells me that sort of 2/3 of most of my videos are views by non-subscribers, then why would they tell me that if it wasn't so? Surely YouTube wouldn't make up stuff like that, would they? How does that help them? Anyway, yes. By becoming a subscriber to my YouTube channel, it helps my stats and my numbers, and basically the more people that subscribe to it, the more likely I am to be recommended on other videos and things anyway. So if you do like the stuff, like it back, subscribe. If you don't like it, then you probably won't be watching this far into the video anyway. So that could have ended badly, says Jamie. I don't know exactly what bit that could have ended badly with, but everything could always end badly. You never know. There's always the potential for bad things to happen. Yes, so this build will be continuing for weeks to come. As I say, the live stream will always be here for you, but the replay function of it won't. There you go. Most views are drive-by. It pops up in someone's feed, they watch it out of curiosity, then drive on by, says Fox. That's why thumbnails are vitally important, to entice folk in. Absolutely. You might, if you don't have YouTube, don't use YouTube, you might not be aware of all the sort of stats and information that it can provide for creators. I assume if you're watching and sort of signed in, then you have an account with YouTube or Google, and it tells me some stats on that as to the age of my viewers, percentage of viewers that are like 13 to 17 and 65 plus and things like that. It gives me quite a good breakdown of to how old my viewers are, the countries they reside in, or at least the countries that YouTube think they reside in. Most of my views, unsurprisingly, are in the UK, but apparently most of my income comes from the US. So I don't know if there's a difference in how they charge advertisers, or how much that gets passed back to me, or anything like that, but it always surprises me. But it's interesting. But statistics as to say age of viewers and indeed sex of viewers. Although they only have male and female, they don't give you any other options as to that. You can't select any other genders. As far as I'm aware, you might be able to, but it just doesn't tell me about them. Goblin are closed for now, says Beyond Hope. I'm browsing a catalogue of Wayland games. Games called Hail Caesar, a 2-figure mini set. Has that Dacian king and his advisor. The advisor is called Sausages. We get very few 13 to 17 because not made for kids, just in case YouTube are watching. Absolutely, yes. All of my videos, although younger people are more than welcome to watch, it's not designed for you. It's designed for grown-ups because we're using sharp, stabby things and glues and things like that and stuff. So yes, not for kids. Not made for kids, but yeah, sort of kid-friendly, but not that friendly, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Do 40k best. UK do 40k best. Yeah, I mean, it's a UK company, so it's better well known here. But I'm talking about videos across my channel, so not just the 40k stuff. I do other model making things. And yeah, it's interesting delving into the set. I mean, you can go in as deep or as shallow as you like, but some of the things that they feed back are quite intriguing. So yeah. Right, there we go. That seems to be that. I've got the bits already. Now I've just got to figure out which bit goes where. Jamie says, alright Gemma, I guess the best thing to do is to sleep in the middle of the room where you can see all around you. Made for immature people, but not for kids, as I say, yeah. Fox says, no Chris, not made for kids. We hate kids. No kids allowed. We need the money. Yeah. I agree with not suitable for kids. 40k has a lot of guns, so lots of shooting, blood and deathing by various sharp and pointy things. Chrono Man says something that I'm not going to read out because I've been in enough trouble as it is. Gemma can read the comments herself and get Chrono Man in trouble rather than me. In case YouTube is still watching, says Fox. I ordered a pile of stuff from eModels today, gave me something to look forward to. Yes, indeed, I have received a package from eModels, which I ordered during the week. My next build for eModels, which I shall be unveiling live on the internet in a little over 24 hours. Sometime during the eModels show, I'll be presenting the world with what my next build will be. I have done a quick video of the build as well, which is already posted to the eModels channel, but not live yet. It will go live just after the show, so you can get a closer look at what it is that I've been talking about during the show. And it'll be on my channel during the week as well. So, yeah, there you go. S-words don't generally climb up furniture. They usually climb the walls. Then it's death from above as they abseil down from the ceiling, says Cynical Steve. S-word, as being Steve's, is, I think, yeah. Chrono Man is calling me a chicken. But no, it's just somebody who knows things. Right, let's have a look and see if we can't figure out how these go. I think this is the orc version of Fox having trouble with his arms for his marine things or whatever it is that he's been doing. So, we've got innies and outies. So there's already differences there. We have, what have we got? There's, these four have got bits that sort of come out, and these ones don't. Oh, I've just noticed I've got a nub sort of on the underside there. That's interesting. Right. So, this has got some out bits there, when this has got some in bits there. And there's lots of them, and there's only 4 of them. There's lots of them. So, those two have got to go together. Oh, look, there's little key bits as well. So, those two have got to go together. That's one wheel. Sorted. Right. So, this is another one that's got 4 in bits. So, that's going to be that one, isn't it? Yeah, look, sorted. See? Easy. Are these going to go together, or are they going to go together? I don't know. I would assume It would be those ones. They haven't got little... Oh, they've got key bits. So that goes there. Would that go with the other one? Yes. So is there any noticeable difference between them? Different sized holes. Yeah, so there's lots on that one. So I'll put that one with the one with lots, I think. Would that be the best bet? If that goes like that, does that look like that joins up better? Yeah, I think that does. And then that one will go together like that. So yes, there we go. Sorted. What's the problem? I don't know why Fox has trouble with his arms. The wheels are alright. I'm guessing the Orc Truck won, says Osric. Technically no, but yes. It's a long story. Ask Pascal about it. This is going to be a long build, says Eric. I think it probably will, yeah. It's quite a big monster of a kit anyway. And with no instructions of help with most bits, yeah, it's not going to be a quick build. But the advantage is, you know, we're not in a hurry. I have done a couple of extra live streams throughout the week where I did some Lego and some Nano, which is little tiny Lego. There is a chance that I might do another. I'll definitely do, you know, some more of those in the forthcoming at least couple of weeks. There is a chance that I might do an impromptu Warhammer stream. Fox says I'd spend one show on just wheel cleanup, just on one wheel. Yeah, for Fox would. Saying that, I'm not finished with the wheels yet. I just figure it's better to get them together before I worry about individual clean-uppy bits. So I'll put them aside to dry. Let's get the tracks done. I had the track sprue somewhere. What did I do with it? Did I put it away? I don't remember. Yes, it looks like I did. Right. So the track sprue, I've got obviously those and the little spiky bits. That looks like those little spiky bits. As soon as it's on the same sprue as the tracks, I'm guessing that that is them. So let's get those off as well. Ideally, I'll get all of these tracks and wheels together and on the base. There's got sides for the maybe the first page done today. We'll just see how it goes, really. That's not that there's any particular rush or time criteria on any of these streams. I normally work at about an hour and a half. That's when my voice starts to go. So, finish the damn Zaku, Fox, says Jerry. I think, what? He's finished the... He was doing a Sazabi. He's finished that. Don't know about a Zaku. Was he doing a Zaku? When did he... He hadn't done a Zaku for a long time. Don't think he's not finished that. Right, let's get these off and then I can worry about other bits. That should be all of those. I bet there's a bit that I forgot to cut. Oh, they all look cut. There you go. Alright, get rid of that. Chris, you need to build the Lego Harry Potter spider and give it to Gemma. If it wasn't a lockdown and finances weren't tight and Amazon were delivering properly, there is a good chance that I might build the Lego spider. But yeah, not knowing how long everything's going to be locked down for, I don't have the money to just spend on things like that at the moment. As fun as it would be, I have been looking into being able to do a sort of family stream of something, but logistically it's tough to make happen. But there's still a chance. You don't know. We don't know. Things could happen. Cynical Steve spent the afternoon sanding cushions for the doorways on the Falcon. Teeny tiny 3mm by 3mm cushions. I'm on issue 15. Yes, the door arches. You'll have great fun with the door arches. Just when you finish doing all the things around the arch, then you get another one, and then you get another one, and then there's like 8 of the things. You get thoroughly sick of doing door arches. I remember those quite with a passion and horrible. Yes, it's yeah. Zazster is asking Fox when the first Falcon episode is out for non-patrons. And it's up Thursday, apparently. There we go. I knew it was soon. The next 6 months will likely be stash builds for all of us, says Fox. Yeah, I mean, I've not got much in the way of Lego stash. I think I've got one more kit that I will do at some point. But I've certainly got plastic piled up and ready to go. So yeah, I'm not without things to build. I know a few people are having sort of mojo problems at the moment, starting new builds and things. I haven't done anything else with the Baneblade yet this week. I intended to a few days ago, and then, yesterday, and again today, but just, yeah. I mean, the way the lockdown and life is going, everyone's just a bit different to normal, shall we say. Not necessarily, worse. I mean, nice as it is to being home, all day, every day, I'm getting the same problem Fox gets when he doesn't know what day it is. I don't know when to put the bins out and things like that, because every day does sort of become the same. Yesterday was the first Saturday in a long time, apart from Christmas, that I've not worked, and indeed first time for a long time that I've not worked for, a week. I don't normally, take a week off and things like that, so it's been very strange, and fun in some ways, and interesting and an experience certainly, but not the sort of thing I'd want to do very often, shall we say. But hopefully it'll all sort itself out and become all fine again. Right, now looking at these, we have they're all the same shape but in different ways round. So we have 2 upsides and 2 insides. Which way round do they go? Are they different? That's got spiky bits, so that's got to go with the spiky bits, I would assume. Although they're all... no. So they're plugs, inny bits. So that's got to go with that. Are they different or are they the same? They look like one bigger than the other, but I don't know that that's true. Yes, it is true, because that doesn't quite line up there. So that's got to go with that one, and that's got to go with that one, and one of these has got to go in there somewhere at the top. Ah, there we go. That's differently keyed. So we've got the one bit that's keyed out. That's got to go in there like that, and the same on the other side over there. Right. Okay. That's got to go on there with the flat bit down. And that doesn't want to. Ah, yes, it does. If you get it lined up right, it does. Right. Before I stick those in, let's have a quick look through the chat and see if anything is happening. Steve says the missus knows when I'm working on the Falcon because the swearing increases tenfold. Alan Dickens, I love your sanding stick. I must get one. I really need to dig out a new one because that's quite old and obviously knackered. Once I finish, says Raging Bassist, my next 2 minis, I will start on the Judge Dredd stuff. After that, my Necrons. Then I have nothing. Yeah, but how many months of stuff is that going to be, realistically? Osric says, Chris has a Dora. I would love to see that, even if it's just a mini Dora. I do. I have the 144 Dora. At some point, it will get built, but yeah. Jamie is starting to lose my mojo, so I try and have a couple of kits on the go so I can chop and change, but that isn't working as well at keeping my mojo. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you need to drift away completely, but yeah. Shane says, welcome to my world, Chris. Been at home for 5 years now, looking after my wife. What day is it? Yeah, I mean, obviously it's nothing compared to what you've been doing, but it's strange. It's almost sort of surreal, and yeah. But yeah, we get on and we get by and we do things, and yeah, everything comes together, doesn't it? So let's glue that on there, and that one on there. Right. And then we've got to glue that onto there. I think that was the one. Yes, because it's got the clear bit there. So I'll get a little bit of glue into each of these holes and on the edges of these holes. And onto the edge around there. Bip. That's what the video games are for, says Fox. Indeed, yes. Lewis says, at times I forget there's a lockdown as I'm still working due to being a lorry driver delivering from supermarket depots. Yeah, is there must be much less traffic out there, isn't there? So I've been out once in the last week, and there was less traffic. There's still traffic, but there's much less than there would normally be. So for delivery drivers, obviously a vital, getting the stuff to the supermarkets so people can still panic buy it. You must find that there's far fewer people around there. Is Model Making Guru stream or Gross Model stream? Can't tell. What you mean? I've built lots of stuff. You can tell it's not Foxy's stream. Come on. One after yesterday, one before tomorrow. What day it is yet? It was out on Thursday for the supermarket. Hardly any cars at all, says Zazda. Yeah, it's very surreal. I mean, you still see stories in the news and Facebook and stuff like that of people going out and not so much partying, but still gathering and stuff. It's like, just don't do it. Just stay home. Staying home is... for long periods is tough, but not as tough as being ill and having to stay home. So yeah, banner in the corner, maybe a giveaway. Yeah, it's the Warhamster stream. It's down there, look, and the one up there that says it's me. Our supermarket delivery yesterday was an hour early because the roads were so quiet, says Zadster. Yep. Can't get a delivery slot for next week though. No. Fox said that there was a delivery slot available for something somewhere, and then it disappeared, and he couldn't get one, and then one appeared the next day. Or yeah, it's tough. I haven't done any online ordering. I obviously have in the past, but as I can still go out, I'm not on official lockdown. I'm still allowed out to shop for food and things. I figure it's best to not get a slot and take it away from somebody that actually needs it. So as long as I can, I'll be popping out. Thinking I might pop out tomorrow to pick up some essentials. But yeah, just a quick drive to the supermarket, quick shop, keeping distance from everybody, and then home again. That's just the way of life at the moment. So this is the wheel. I shall find another tool somewhere around here. There it is. I have, of course, the traditional Citadel seam line remover and a stabity, just in case. I'll keep the stabity there just in case. Keep an eye on it. If it moves towards me, then, you know, be worrying. No one hijacking bog roll deliveries yet. Yeah, I don't understand that. I've never understood that as one of the things to hoard. I understand in that, obviously, it's necessary in life, and it doesn't go out of date or go off, so it's possible to have a large supply of it, although unless you've got lots of room, you can't have that large a supply of it, because where are you going to put it? You can't keep it outside. So yeah, if you're hoarding stuff, just stop it, please. I'd like to be able to go shopping and pick up what I need for the, the week when I go shopping for the week, rather than have to go, if everybody's buying everything for the month to come, then it's not there when I need it. Right, there's a bit of a dodgy seam line all around the inside of this wheel. The other one's not so bad because of the way it's built, but this one isn't great, so I'm going to get some glue around there, try and press it together a little bit more. Hopefully the caterpillar action will get the glue in where it needs to be, and then any gaps and seams can disappear. Gemma saying I can easily lose track of days. Shame the weather's getting colder. Would have been nice to get the door open and maybe into the garden, says Zanster. Yeah, I opened my window to the world last Tuesday and only shut it yesterday. It's obviously not being out. It's not a security risk or anything, but it started to get a bit chilly. We're trying to get a slot. My dad has diabetes and both my dad and mum are in their 60s, says Raging Bassist. Hopefully you'll be able to do that. Osric lives a 90-second walk from a supermarket, so I don't need to order online from them, fortunately. That's good, yeah, but stay safe when you are out and about. Something we laugh at with each other, Gemma, says Shane. Plenty of laughs keep things going here. When the nurses come in, they say it's a happy house. That's the important thing. You've got to, it might not be great, but you've got to keep your spirits up, haven't you? Evening waiting for Chris to spill the extra thin, says Edward. I haven't yet. I don't think I've ever spilt extra thin. I've spilt things occasionally, maybe once, but no. If you can't laugh over simple things, says Gemma, then the things you will get on top of you. Absolutely. Life can be hard. I thought I glued that together, but it's just come apart again. Life can be hard, but you've got to take your enjoyment of it where you can. So let's try this one again. Let's actually get the extra thin down in the grooves. It will go down into the bits that actually need to get stuck together. So yes, Fox, I might be doing this whole episode just on the wheels. So how have you all been? You're all obviously in much the same situation as me with lockdowns and things like that. You're all coping all right, I assume. Nothing terrible. If you do need someone to talk to or anything, then there's an email address down there. You can always give me a shout. Obviously I can't help, but sometimes talking helps, and I'm willing to do that for anybody. Give me a shout and we'll arrange a Skype call or something and just have a chat. Not for long because I get bored easily, but nice to say hello. Citadel paint pots, the bane of existence. Yeah, you need a dad's device for that. When he can post them out. Right, there we go. That's the other wheel that once that dries I can de-seam that nicely. I've got some little gloopy glue squidging out as you're squidging it, which is the way it's meant to be. Got the blues a bit yesterday, says Bassist. Yeah, sometimes it comes out at you from nowhere, but yeah. So we're all here for you. If you need anything, not that we're going to go out shopping for you or anything like that, but if you need somebody to talk to, give us a shout. I'm going to do the evening with stream. Is going back to a weekly stream from my couple of times a month that I switched to last month, for obvious reasons. The more streams and things people can join in with and get, watch and have a bit of a fun, take your mind off things, the better at the moment. Lewis says, I laughed today when I said to the wife I let her lay until 7:40 this morning. Wasn't until this afternoon she realised the clocks went forward. Eric says, still have to go to work. When I'm home, I stay in. I've been getting a lot of projects done. Good, yep. Shane says, our mantra is there's always some worse off than you, so try and get on and make the most of what you've got. Never take anything for granted. Sounds like a good way to live your life. Raging Ray says, will do. I appreciate it. I'm worried about my mental health through this time period a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any diagnosed problems of those types, but I'm aware of people that do. I know a few people that do, and it can be tough. So say anything we can do to help out with a little bit of companionship, and not that sort of companionship. We don't go quite that far, but yeah, give us a shout. Don't be frightened to shout out to us, because loads of us here will help out. So we're here for you if you need us. Right, let's see what we're doing now. That's the glue done, so that's all definitely stuck together now. But still dodgy seam line down there, so let's get a bit of seam line removal, tidying up, and going from there. And get in most of the grooves and stuff. Being that this is going to be an Orc vehicle anyway, it's going to have lots of muck and dirt and stuff, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for that, because it's going to be mostly red, and she's going to want it nice and shiny and red, but that's not the way Orc vehicles work. So, unfortunately, darling, it's going to be beaten up, mucky and dirty. It's just the way it goes. Shane says, having two mad poodles helps. See the thumbnail. I can't quite make out the thumbnail, but yes, I'm aware that you have some animals in your life, shall we say. Eric says, living alone, which I do. Sucks during times like this, but streams like this help tremendously. Yeah, I've never lived alone for any length of time. But yeah, I can imagine that it would be less fun being locked alone. So yeah, I say we'll try and keep the streams coming. As long as the internet holds out, that's the important thing. Just imagine how bad it would be if this thing was happening in the 80s. There'd be, no video on demand, no YouTube, no Facebook or Skype, or it would be really horrible. Imagine how horrible it is now, and then imagine how horrible it would be with the internet turned off. As Shane was saying, there's always someone worse off. There's someone without the broadband. Imagine what they're doing now. So, yeah. Phil's in. Hi everyone, my first time making it to a live show. Welcome. This is what the madness looks like when you're watching it live. It's less interesting than pre-recorded stuff, because you get to see all of the little stuff, little bits. Although I'm sure you've watched live streams recorded. But being in the chat's the main purpose of these live streams. If you're watching and not in the live chat, then get into the live chat, because that's where it's at. Right, that's most of the seams gone from this. I'll give a quick sand down to all of it to try and make that I can see what's going on. The trouble with just scraping the seam lines is it doesn't always look as good as it should. Just bits down, jam them on the Orc way, as says Iru. Frodo standard poodle on the left with Max, the toy poodle, on the right. Don't even need to go this far back. This would have sucked back in 2006. No YouTube, no smart devices, nothing. Ugh, says Fox. Yeah. It seems like 2006 is not that long ago, but it is, isn't it? There's probably people watching that are not much older than that. So, yeah. Scary. True enough, I've been living on YouTube and Facebook all week, says Phil. The good people of Manchester need not worry about their broadband. I am still working, says Steve. Indeed, but I'm not in Manchester, so I'm slightly worried about my broadband. If my broadband does go out, if you notice I'm not streaming for a bit, Steve, then can you bring a cable down for me, or bring down a bag of internet? and I'll sort it out with you. So if I go dark, then yeah, I'll expect you down with a long Cat 5 cable. It will be fine. YouTube is my best friend at the moment, says Osric. Oh. That says with streams and so on, it doesn't feel so claustrophobic. You can see stuff is still happening. Yeah, the downside is that you can see stuff is still happening. Obviously, news stories and things like that are much more in your face. 20 years ago, if you wanted to watch the news, you'd have to put on a news channel and find the news. Wait for the news to come along at 9 o'clock, or whereas now it's everywhere, isn't it? You get the news force fed to you through Facebook and everything without looking for it. There we go. That should do it. Let's get a little bit stabbity inside. I think that's okay. Just a couple of thinner grooves in there that the seam line removal won't quite reach into. If Chris goes dark, probably mean a good thing. He's got some projects done around the house. Yeah, there's always that, but no, I'll still be here. If I go dark, it probably means I haven't done the projects around the house. That's probably the downside. Although being the master of the technology in the house, something's got to go very wrong for me to get the broadband taken away from me. A little bit of a nub still in there. I'll just give that a little slicing away. Hopefully no blood. There we go, that's better. Any more in there? Yeah, another one there. Might be that one of these missed my gentle denubbing. Got a dash. Sorry, everyone stay safe, and I'll catch you all in a bit, says Bassist. Yeah, thanks for popping in, Bassist. We'll see you soon. So stay safe, stay sane, and give us a shout if you need it. Right, let's just get these done. Let's have a look. Phil says, thank goodness Chris and Fox both have a large backlog of videos to play in the background while I'm at the bench. Makes things less lonely. Aww. Yeah, there is always previous builds. Say myself and Fox and lots of other YouTubers have always got backlogs of things, so you can always watch something. If it's not us live, then watch us pre-recorded. Should be that. Laters. See where I'm going. Right. Yep, that's it. Cool. So yes. Where are we? Gone 9 o'clock. I'm probably not going to get these fitted onto the body as I had hoped, but I'll probably just be leaving them sitting on the bench until next time. Anyway, if they do get put away, then nothing's going to be done secretly behind your back. Yeah, as I say, I've got another video being released in a few days, but just a short one of the unveiling and unboxing of my new E-Models build. I won't be starting it quite yet, but I thought I'd best... I won't be able to show you too much of it on the stream tomorrow night, so I thought I'd get a video done of sort of part 1, of a closer look at what's in the box and stuff. Keep your interest peaked. And once I finish the Baneblade, I shall be getting on with that. Everyone knows you need to use incantations to to fix something. What? Hey? I don't know now. I've missed what they were talking about, but yeah. Yuru says 111-101-100011001. I don't do binary. If I've just been swearing at you in binary, I apologise. Eric says, did Dad throw his computer and camera equipment out the window? No, he got very close to it last night when he was trying to stream, but Fox managed to get through to him and sort it out. He did put a couple of brief little live streams up on his channel last night, just like tests, which are now gone. He was going to stream today, but he's had news that he's not around at the minute. That's why he's not in the stream at the moment, but he's alright. He'll be back soon. Soon he might well be doing his E-models build. The red fire truck thing, isn't that something? I have a special hammer, what I hit things with, Fox, and if that don't work, we switch things on and off again. Switching it off and on again is tried and tested, and it works. Most of the time, if you've got some tech problem, if you turn it off and turn it back on again, it will work. Nobody knows why, but it's one of those things that just happens. So there we go. That's that wheel done. So a little bit of sanding, finish it off. It really does, Chris, says Steve. Indeed, yeah. Probably works with people as well, but I don't know where the off switch is for most people. So maybe it's sleeping. If something's not quite right, have a nap. It might be better when you wake up. Right, so we've got some wheels. Have I done them all? Is there one more? I don't remember doing... I don't know. I'll have a look back and see if I've done all the wheels. Has anyone been counting how many wheels I've been doing? The on and off works even when it's on fire, says Eric. Interesting. I wouldn't want to get too close to the off button when it's on fire, though. Alright, did I do that one? It looks okay. No, that one's not quite right. Trouble is, you can do it and come back to it, and even if you've done it, you'll always find something. I'm not even close to as attention to detail as Fox on these things. I know Fox is always saying he's not a builder, he's a painter, but when he does his building, his denubbing and things is much more focused than mine. I'm happier to let things slide a little bit. I'm getting better. I'm trying harder to be a bit more attention to detail focused and stop and think, no, that's not quite right. Make it right before you carry on, rather than just yeah, that's good enough. But yeah, I'm not even close to being as clear as Fox is with attention to detail and denubbing. I don't think I ever will be. So there we go. But you know. Fox says, power cycle reset, so the non-tech savvy think you're working miracles. Indeed, if you come up with long words for things or abbreviations, it works. Oh, Skullfish is here.
Skullfish.
Welcome. 17, says Skullfish. I don't know why. Why do you say 17? I've missed it. Yeah. Hello, though. Welcome. Let's get rid of me bits. Right, so we've got some tracks. I haven't done the tidying up on the tracks yet. There might not be anything to do. I did file down the nubs, and the join seems to be quite good on those actually, so that one's alright. And that one, again, seems to be alright. A little rough there. Yep. All good so far. Lewis says, I tried it with the wife, it didn't work, she was still moaning, to which Eric says, that's too much information, Lewis. Skullfish says, wheels. Ah, yes, not 17, what is there? I don't know, 3, 6, 7. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 technically if you want to count them. But we won't worry about things like that. There will be much to do, more looking, or more nubs and things. There is always more to clean up. There is, but yeah, I'm bored now. So, right. So we've got the two of those, which there's obviously inside mounting pieces there and there, and they're slightly higher that end than that. So that's probably the front like that, and they're going to go like that. And then the wheels, however, whatever, are going to go like that there. So, yeah, that's steps 1 and 2. Let's have a look at 3, and then 4's just putting it together. So I might well get that bit done. We'll see. As we've noticed, there's no numbers or any parts, but that's definitely the big bit. So that's easy to find. When you're done, my phone has gone under the bed. Oops, says Gemma. Okay, when I'm done, I'll come and find it. Don't try and find it yourself, because it's easier to get the phone out from under the bed than to get you out from under the bed as well. Why did you throw your phone under the bed is going to be the question that everybody in chat's wanting to ask, but they're too polite to. They'll probably be thinking things about, did you see something skittering? But I wouldn't ask that, because I'd get in trouble for that. Only 5, Fox. Your standards are slipping. I don't know what that is. Oh, looks okay. 5 more hours of clean up for Fox. Yes, probably does. Right, that's those 2 bits there. So I need the 2 big side bits, which are there. Okay. Fun fact, says Candygram from Mongo. The power switch for the Altair 8800 computer used the non-standard up is off convention. Okay, it's not that fun of a fact. Yes, it's an intriguing fact. In Japan, apparently, when you have a switch labelled a 0 and 1, 0 is actually the on position, and 1 is off. So, yeah, trying to turn things on and off, if they're designed for the Japanese market, is just a tad confusing. Right, so that's those bits. Looks like there's 2 more bits I need. The bit with that looks like that one. Which makes sense, because it's on the same sprue and everything and stuff. And then there's that, which probably that one I would reckon. It's got to be that sort of... it's great, that bit. Look, UK standard is up is off, though. Yes, generally light switches and things, you flick it down to turn it on. Although, I don't know about everyone, but generally, in the majority of UK houses, you have a switch for your downstairs hallway. And the upstairs, the landing, or the upstairs hallway, will have a switch upstairs and downstairs. So you can mess it around by, you flick one and then the other one doesn't have to move, but the light's either on or off, whichever the switch is on. So you can, by playing with both switches, you'll make it completely wrong. So that's Scattergram, that's that. Cynical Steve says, sure, if you ask nicely, the S words will bring it back from under there and deliver it back to your hand. Yeah, I don't think that's likely. Shane says, the times I have to clamber under Glynis's hospital bed to find her phone, it's a lady thing. Yeah. Last week, it was a cup of tea. I've had a smashing time lately. Yeah, we have less plates than we used to have, so the washing up's easier. Every so often we end up with one less plate than we used to have. Weirdly, although I hate denubbing Gunpla, I oddly enjoyed denubbing and cleaning up Warhammer stuff. You're just weird. But we knew that already. I didn't know about the Japanese 0 and 1 convention either. Yikes. Yeah, I believe I've never been there, but I have been told that it's true. So yeah, strange things. Gemma, why don't you ask the spiders to retrieve it for you, says Jamie. I don't think Gemma talks spider. Right, we have 34 people watching at the moment, so welcome to you all. It's, sort of approaching the end, but we're not there yet. So make sure you're enjoying yourselves and sitting comfortably. If you're not in the live chat, then you should be, because that's where the fun happens. There's much more interesting things happening in the chat than there are on the screen. So make sure you're watching in actual YouTube and you're clicking on that to join in. If you're watching this pre-recorded, as in didn't watch it live, then say the live chat you can still watch back and see what you missed. But it's not as much fun reading it when it's pre-recorded. Much more fun to get here and watch it while it's actually happening. I'm not sure it's okay to call the Japanese things. I didn't mean the people were things. I meant the things in Japan that are things. Like, coffee machines and giant robots. That little nub that's going up there, that's very strange. Let's get rid of that. There's none under there, Jamie, says Gemma. That's what you think. I didn't say that. That wasn't my fault. Someone else said that. In the US, up is on the light switch is on. In the US, up on the light switch is on. Okay, so you've got a switch that's sort of sticking out the wall like that, and if you flick it down, it turns the light off. If you flick it up, it turns it on. Jamie says, Gemma, why don't you get your daughter to do it? She's in the bath at the moment, so she can't. If there were an emergency at the moment, I would have to disappear and deal with it. But picking up the phone from under the bed, not that much of an emergency. Giant robots that are coffee machines, says Phil. Indeed. Probably true. The Tapan. That's what I'm going to call Japan from now on. I don't know why. Where did that come from? Chris and Katie don't seem to appreciate my help, says Gemma. We appreciate it sometimes, just not... Yeah. It's the thought that counts, so if you think about doing it, that's enough for us most of the time. Right, so yeah, we're almost there. I'm going to get these together, get the wheels on it, and then we'll be done. And then we'll call it a night. And a week, indeed. Because, it's Sunday, apparently. So they told me. So tomorrow is a new week. And we'll see what that's going to bring to us. Can't be any stranger than last Monday. With Boris telling us that that's it. You're home now and you get to stay home. Don't bother going back out again. It's all alright. Yeah, that's strange things. May you live in interesting times, they say. And they're right. It is a curse. It's one of those things that has obviously happened in the past, but not in my memory has there been anything even closely resembling this. Damn it, that should have been the Japan, says Fox. It didn't make sense before. It doesn't make a lot of sense now, but it makes more than it did before. My original point, I think Games Workshop cleanup is just satisfying, where Gunpla is kind of frustrating. Games Workshop stuff is more squiggly. Yeah, I mean, it's a different plastic, isn't it? It's a softer plastic. Is that better for you? Do you enjoy doing it more because of the type of plastic or the colour of it? Or the shape of the bits? I mean, a lot of I mean, Gunpla and that is all. I don't know. This is all sharp edges. It's not organic or anything. The Marines and that obviously are a bit more organic, but yeah, I don't know. Why do you enjoy it more? What's wrong with you, man? Right, let's have a look how this is going to go together. That's going to be that side, and it goes underneath like that. Okay, I gotcha. That makes sense to me. Then that one goes on that side. We've got some rivets and things on the inside there, so that's like that. Okay. I was going to say we've got some indentations there. Looks like something might need to go into there, but they seem to be just the other side of the extrusions there, so it's probably just down to some sort of moulding process. So that's going to go like that. What have we got? That covers over that bit, but obviously isn't going to cover over that bit yet because that bit needs painting inside. So that's the same as I had with the bone blade, in that there's a bit that I don't want to use yet. So we'll keep that to one side. That bit goes, it looks like it's on top, but it's not. It's underneath, I think. Yes, because it's not on the top of that bit there. So it must be under, at the back, maybe. Inside the back somewhere. Does it sort of show? Oh, yeah, because there's little cutout bits there. So that's got to go in there like that. Okay, I can see how that works. And these bits obviously are going on there like that. So that's easy. Now, putting the track bits on, it's got to be that way round because of the shaping of them. Putting that on is going to make the painting under here a pain. Although, if I'm going to be spraying it, it will be less of a pain. So, thinking it through, the wheels obviously going to go onto those bits on there like that. That's less of a pain getting around it. I don't know, what's the word? Should I do more sub-assemblies or things? What do you reckon? Squiggly is more crinkles and curves and clothing and stuff, says Fox. More room to enjoy clean-up and get satisfaction. Gunpla is the surface must look untouched by the hands of man. Alright, I see what you're getting at there. Yeah, okay. What? Eh? Hand it in lost property, somebody might be looking for it. I missed what that was. I'm late. I had a case of falling asleep. Alright. Tracks off for painting, says Fox. There you go. That solves my dilemma. So I shall get some glues on in here. Get one side on and then get the other side on. Looks like a plan to me. So that side on there pretty much. Let's get some of that across the inside there. Then I can get the other side on and glue it all in place. So I shall leave the tracks off and the wheels off for painting. And then we'll see how it all goes together. So I'll get it assembled and I'll push them on, but not glue them on for now. Because that's the way it goes. Big advantage when making orc stuff, gouge plastic when denubbing an orc thing, no problem. Except on the wheels. Yeah, the rubber wheels would obviously look a bit strange if you did have issues with those. But yeah, the main thing has got so many already bolted on panels and things that looking knackered is your end result. So you're actually probably better off if you're a bit ham-fisted. So that one's got a little bit of a gap down the front there. So I'm just going to hold those in place while I get them glued on. Because otherwise it's not going to go on there properly. Right. So, as for time, we're actually doing pretty well. It's coming up 9:30, which is traditional finishing time for me. It's also good when you're building Star Wars stuff, says Phil. Indeed, yes, Star Wars is definitely a used universe. So it doesn't matter if it looks a bit knackered. So I'll get the two little suspension-y things glued on momentarily. Doesn't matter which way round, because they're both the same. Go on that side, and that one will go on the other side. Yay! Oh wait, Chris is still live, says Eric. What did he say? Did he? Oh, you have a go at me again? If you look at some Orc wheels, they've been repaired with metal patches and rivets, so not sure if it matters if you gouge them. Oh, right, okay. It's all good then. Make it work, anything goes. Absolutely. This is probably why people have been getting me Orc stuff, because they're aware of my limitations of building and painting and everything. So they've probably just been doing that, so it's like, even he can't mess that up. And then I'll prove them wrong. Right, so that's been one page of instructions done tonight. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's alright. So we've got that one. That goes on there once the inside bit's been painted. And then we have these bits. Again, I keep forgetting which way around it goes. That's got a bigger bit, so that goes that side. So that goes on there a bit like that. That one goes on there a bit like that. Okay. And the wheels, I don't know, does it... I've obviously got two different types and two different types. I reckon the big ones will be at the back. Yes, there you go. So that one will be on the back, that one will be on the front. That one will be on the front, and that one will be on the back. Glue done up and not spilt. Notice, look, lack of spillage, lack of stability as well. I'll move that out of the way. So, there we go. Not glued together, but assembled. We have the beginnings of the Orc truck, which was voted for by you successfully, and Pascal failed. That's going to go somewhere on it, on the front, somewhere. I think it's got some sort of mounting arm things that will hold that in place. So, that is that. That's how it looks now. I shall leave it like that for the week. And next week, we'll come back. 8 PM next Sunday. More of the same. Doing page number 2. Which is going to be putting on some side bits. Which, yeah, they'll still go on. And then trying to build up the interior a little bit. And build up the walls. And then put the turret on the top. So, yeah. We'll get probably that page done. Quite a lot done there. It has a nice German half-track look so far. Well, it is a half-track. But, yes, it's definitely got spikiness going on. It'll do. It's there. You know, what more can you ask for? So I shall put the instructions away with the rest of the sprues. And that's that. Looks to be a great build series, Chris says Shane. Thank you very much. It's going to be a long one by the looks of it. So obviously once it's built, it still needs painting. And carrying on from there. Hopefully there will be lots of rust on this. There will indeed. It will be quite, yeah, quite fun. As ever, it's Sunday night tonight, so let me have a quick drink and then we'll let you know what's going on through the week. Right. Yes, tomorrow is Monday, that's E-Models night. So Fox, Colin, Ted and myself will be here for that. Then Thursday, there's another evening with the gang. Me and So hopefully a few of the gang will turn up again. Last week was very, very busy. Hopefully it's not quite that busy that people have to get kicked out so other people can come in, but hopefully there'll be more than just me talking about everybody. So yes, that's Thursday, and then Sunday back for this. Now, in between those, at some point I will be doing some more of the Lego or Nano builds during the week. I'm thinking at the moment probably Tuesday afternoon. I haven't done an afternoon yet. I've done a lunchtime and a morning, so I'm thinking an afternoon. Monday there's obviously models in the evening anyway, so I'm thinking Tuesday afternoon I might do a Lego or Nano live stream. Keep an eye on the channel, like and subscribe and everything, and then you'll know when it is, because I don't know exactly when it's going to be, so when I do figure it out I'll put a stream up so you'll know about it a little bit in advance, but it might not be very long in advance. But that's that there. As Fox says, take care everyone, stay safe, stay indoors, and remember, soap kills chocolate velociraptors, so wash your damn hands. Yeah, keep your hands washed, stay indoors. If you're staying indoors, you just need to do your regular hand washing, but if you're going out, make sure you wash your hands when you come back home, sort of thing, and while you're out and things and stuff. Phil says thanks Chris and everyone else. Shane says a huge thanks for help keeping us entertained, Chris, you're a star. Aww. Edward says night all. Good luck to all, says Iru. Candygram says so long all, thanks Chris and Fox. Have a great night all, says Phil. Au revoir, says Asta, being all continental. Gemma says night all, keep safe and sane. Skullfish says thanks Chris. Skullfish. Says thank Chris. See you later. Later hamsters. See you tomorrow, chap, says Osric. Yes, indeed. And Swinging Pig says night all as well. Everybody that's been watching, thank you all very much. If you have watched this on repeat, I say throughout the week, 8 PM, I was going to say GMT, it's not GMT anymore, we're on British summertime now, BST. Sundays, you can watch it live. If you're not watching live, let's say you're watching on catch up, but live's the place to be. So I shall see you soon. I'll press the button and stop waffling now. So thank you all. See you tomorrow night for e-models and later in the week for other things from here and from other channels. You know where we all are. So good night all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.